And we're live.
What's up, guys? You first.
Welcome. This is Holistic Health Hustle podcast channel. We're just here to share a little bit of experience on our journeys of healing and what's going on with our lives with the intention to maybe help somebody if anyone's listening. So this is Alex. I'm Bridget. Thanks for tuning in.
Dude. This is a bloopers. This is a bloopers.
Don't you start.
This is a bloopers.
All right.
All right. So I'm Alex from the Whole Health Collective, and I started that channel. Me and Bridget both run our own different channels. We are coming here together to share our experience and let you guys know what's helped us with our holistic health journeys. I can start with my intro, and then we can get into what you got going on. But I pretty much lived an unhealthy lifestyle my whole life, eating sugar, candy, drinking pop, drinking too much, whatever it was. And then I went to the gynecologist for a routine appointment. They were like, there's a lump in your breast. You got to get more imaging done. Got a mammogram. They were like, this isn't good. You got to get an ultrasound from there, biopsy. Basically, I found out that I have stage 4 breast cancer in my liver. So it metastasized, and that was 2 years ago, and I'm still here. So pretty much I want to tell you guys the things that I did that's helped me with my mental, physical, and even spiritual health. And I know Bridget has a lot to say about that as well. So do you want to talk about 5D health and how you got into holistic health? And
all right. Well, I mean, I come from a very similar background of just being completely unconscious to anything I was putting in my body for pretty much my whole life. I don't think that was ever a thought of what I was doing to my body and destroying it. So about 5 years ago, I came to a place like a crossroads in my life. I could either go this way, which was not good, or I could go this way, make some changes, some huge life changes, and possibly save my life. And that's what I did. So yeah, I started waking up to a lot of different things about how I've been living and what I was putting into my body, and the destruction that I caused, and why it led me into the life that it did, which was the only way I can explain it is like living in hell, right? Mm-hmm. Like on earth. And I know a lot of people can probably relate to that, getting to a place there and like not even knowing how it's happened. So I started doing so many different things, but the first thing was like I had to stop, putting substances into my body. I had to clear my mind, and then I started on a journey of holistic health where I started just going to yoga, and I started experiencing a lot of changes in my body and in my mind. And I started waking up, and I became a yoga teacher. I was inspired to teach yoga. So I started getting into that and really researching and learning and becoming a student, and just like waking up to this whole new reality, which led me into like essential oils and all the benefits of essential oils. Plants in nature are good for humans. That's something I didn't know, like for a long time.
They're like just decorations.
Right. I had no idea that like plants are like really great for humans. So essential oils started on that, and then moved into supplements that are strictly plant-based supplements, and started to change my diet, started intermittent fasting. So I fasted a lot. I started that like 5 years ago. And what else?
You still fast?
Yeah.
I do sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I still fast. So what I do is like I don't eat past like usually like 7 p.m. at the latest. And then I usually don't eat again until like afternoon. So essentially I'm fasting like every day. And I eat like twice a day, but everything in moderation. So like I mess up all the time, whatever. But then I fell into this heavy metal detox thing, And around 2 years ago, so maybe like a year and a half, I started the heavy metal detox and started learning about like parasites in the body. And like, that's something I don't know if anyone else hears about this.
I hear about that around the world, but they don't talk about it in our country because I don't know why.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, I never knew that we had parasites just like living in our bodies.
In our guts.
Yeah. Like I had no idea. And the thought of that was very scary. And I remember just like once I was implanted in my consciousness of like, there's parasites inside of me, I couldn't get it out. And I knew I needed to find a solution. And thank God I had a friend who was like into the same things as me. And she's like, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm finding in my bowels and you should try it too. And I was like, oh God, I'm terrified, but I did it. And really, I mean, after the heavy metal detox, like I cleared up from everything. So like my face used to be really broken out, not even in like pimples or acne, but just like raised up blemishes. I had rashes all over my body that I'd be showing everybody like, what is this? Why do I have these rashes? And everyone's just like, I don't know. So right, that's what people would say. But so all that stuff cleared up for me. Also, I've been on the journey of healing my gut, so that played a huge role in healing my gut. Also, I started doing colonics 2 years ago, and if anyone doesn't know what a colonic is, it's also known as hydrotherapy, and it's really I don't know if it's gross is the word I'm looking for, but it's, I mean, you're
invasive.
Like, you're essentially getting water put up you and your intestines.
Your butthole. You could say butthole.
Butthole, yeah. And getting all of that sludge out. Because if you didn't know, the average, that's what they call it, sludge. Yeah, yeah. Because the average person is carrying around like 20 pounds of old sludge. From
20 pounds?
20 pounds, 10 to 20 pounds of old sludge stuck in your intestines. That's like the average American standard diet. That's what it'll do to you.
Yeah,
your body doesn't digest it, and you wonder why like we have all these issues. But yeah, I started getting that cleaned out, and all of this combined into one, right? But like so talk about 5D Health, which is like what I like to call my brand name, because not only am I working on the physical things this whole time, this last 5 years, but I've been also intensely working on emotional healing, spiritual healing, mentally. I've been doing all the things. And I feel like it's really important at this time, especially this time in our planet, that we're involving all of them, because they all play a huge role. They're all like working simultaneously. And if I'm just working on the physical, you're not getting better. You might physically get better on the outside, but like inside you're still dying. And I know, because I tried to just do that. So it's like embodying all of these in one, so you can really clear your consciousness, so you can raise your frequency, the way you think, the way you feel. It's all about all of that stuff. So that's what I'm passionate about. And I feel like through my journey is like, I'm not the same person I used to be. I'm a completely different human being. And like, these are the things that I did, and I want to help other people do that.
Hell yeah.
And that's why I'm here. Why are you here?
I'm here. Well, so it's funny that you say that about the heavy metal detox. It took me like 5 years to get into this. Watching Bridget do it and our other friend who got her into it, I honestly was a skeptic. So I didn't trust it. I was worried that it was going to interfere with like the medications that I'm on from the doctor. But this summer I just said, screw it. I'm taking it. I'm just going to try it. And I kid you not, I'm going to bed earlier, waking up earlier. I don't have brain fog. The bathroom is a crazy experience right now, to be honest.
Yes.
Because getting all this stuff to talk about. You have to. It's your gut and your brain are connected. This is science. This isn't some like woo-woo shit. These are actual facts. And so I knew, like, I know this, right? You hear about it all the time. So I don't know, for some reason, I just felt inspired to change everything about that. Like, I don't buy the same groceries anymore. I'm taking more supplements, that the heavy metal detox, like these are all things that are a part of my regimen that like I don't think I'm ever going to turn back because I feel amazing. And people are like, people see it too. It's not
Exactly.
just me.
Right. And I mean, you went through a life-changing experience of getting pretty much, I mean, not a death sentence, but like,
Well, I mean, they tried to tell me it was.
exactly.
They literally
But
tried
yet
to tell
a
me it
death
was.
sentence, right?
Yeah.
So like that wakes you up, like, holy shit, like I got to do something, you
Right.
know? And I'm really proud of you for
Took long enough.
just
but-
to like try things, you know? But I think
Mhm.
that's sometimes what it takes for us
Right.
people to do that.
Right.
To like, who cares about all this skeptic shit? Like, let me save my life. Let me try this shit. And that's what I did. Like, I was so sick of feeling so bad.
Yeah. And there's
you know?
people in my life who like don't understand what I'm doing and like are not really that supportive, but it's like when you see the results for yourself, it's like you have to get out. I mean, I feel like I have to get out there and tell people this. Like there's people who are living with cancer in their body or with illnesses that they don't even know that they have yet. So start now. Like why not start now? Like it's only going to help you. Like I wish that I started 5 years ago.
Right.
You know, if I knew then what I knew now, like who knows?
Exactly. And I think the highest and most important thing to me in my life personally, and I feel like it should be for everyone in the world, is health. You don't have your health, you don't have anything. Like, yeah, we value money, absolutely. But like, if you don't have your health, fuck the money, right?
You have nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like you need your health.
Mhm.
And I feel like this is a huge topic for everyone in the world waking up. Like we want to feel better. We want to live a more like better life. We're not struggling or living with all these diseases and things that hold us back or make us feel horrible. So, I mean, I found many things. It's not just like one little thing that helped me. It's like many things.
And therapy included in that, which we didn't even talk about because that's also important.
Oh God, yeah. Therapy helped me. My therapist is the best. I absolutely love that woman. She has changed my life. That lady, she speaks from a higher perspective, like a bird's eye view of Earth. And it's like super cool because it just puts you back in this place of like, we're so small.
I know, I love that.
We're
feeling.
so little. We're so,
That's
you know
the
what I
best.
mean? It doesn't like mean that much. It's not that deep. And it just opens you up. That's how my therapist, I don't know about yours, but mine's a holistic practitioner.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Mine's an art therapist, but she does like the same kind of stuff. I think that, I don't know about the bird's eye view. I never thought of it in that way.
Like for instance, I'll share something
yeah.
like personal, like, okay, about my relationship. Like I've been going through a relationship issue and, so like she likes to talk about things and look at things from like a soul perspective. So like she zooms out and is like, okay, so your soul and his soul made like a contract agreement to come here on earth and like play this out so that you can learn the lessons that you need to learn and he can learn lessons. And that's it. There's no like happy ending, love you for the rest of my life. It's like you're here to elevate your consciousness together and learn from each other and like mirror each other. And like it's so true. Like when you look at it from the bigger perspective, that's what I see in my relationship problems. But it's like, but then you're so zoomed into your problems here on, you know, that are so personal and emotionally connected. It makes it so much bigger. Right. And it's like not just a soul contract. It's like I love that man. You know what I mean? But like to be able to like have someone look at it like that, it's like, oh my God, okay. It gives you
sometimes you have to take a step back.
Yes.
From your life and look at it from the broader view. Right. I mean, I get sucked in to things.
All of us do. Yeah. It's so easy to. But to have someone to help you reel you out and see it, and it helps me like very much. So my therapist plays a huge role in my life, and she's not like somebody I rely on all the time. I see her once a month now, you know what I mean? But she does play a big role in like being able to help heal from these emotional problems that I have. And I feel like the emotional issue. Emotional health is very important. Emotional intelligence, emotional maturity plays a huge role in like getting better in this 5D health that I talk about.
Mm-hmm. What does 5D stand for?
So 5D health is like fifth density health, meaning just a higher frequency of health, not just focusing on your physical health, but embodying physical, mental, spiritual, emotional. And basically, I believe that we're going through a shift in consciousness as we speak. Like the earth is ascending, the earth is changing in frequency, it's going faster. So everything is going to be faster. That's why we're having flooded with information. Like, I don't know about you, but I've been flooded with information from all sorts of areas, things that I never thought were possible, that are apparently true, right? And it's like just the idea in your brain to kind of like imagine that to be true is like raising your frequency. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
Well,
instead
and
of just cutting it off, it's like, no, this is reality. This is how it is. Everything is matter. And that's it, period, point blank. That's one like tunnel vision perspective, but like seeing all these different perspectives, looking, it's like that's how humans are starting to wake up and see. And it's not everyone, not yet, but I know it's happening for me. And
yeah, it's happening for me.
Right.
I don't know if everyone will ever get there though, but I'm just gonna do what works for me and do my own research. Maybe.
Yeah,
I think that the earth would benefit from that for sure.
Absolutely. Mother Earth needs us to do that. I mean, we are Earth. Earth is us. We're all one. We come from the same consciousness. It's all the same soul. We have that spark in us that keeps us, this body breathing, that's Earth, right? And like Earth is also alive. And so yeah, we're working together to do this. And that's why like people that are getting the call, like you've gotten the call. I got the internal call to do this, right? To do this. And it's like, I've helped.
Well, to do it is one thing. And then to talk about it too is another thing, and to share it with people. And
it's all the work, you know?
Yeah.
Even just having these conversations is part of it, because it starts to spark something in people's minds. Like, that maybe that lady's crazy, but maybe she's not, you know?
Even if she is a little crazy, I don't care. But a lot of it is like, I mean, you can see so many things online, right? Like you go on TikTok, they give you like so many things to buy, or like Instagram, and they're throwing all this information at you. And like, it really is important to like sift through like what you're comfortable with and like what you're not comfortable with. Like that was a huge thing for me.
Absolutely.
And also just keep learning. Like that's another thing. It's like, I feel like even just if someone's like, there's a turkey tail extract. That's a supplement that I took when I first got diagnosed. It's a mushroom and it's a tincture, and they said that it helped with breast cancer. But I was afraid to just take it right away. I don't know why. I mean, in retrospect, I just wanted to do my research, and like still, I think that is equally important, even though now I'm like, oh, that's harmless for me, like the way that I was taking it.
Very important.
But still important to know and the benefits of it. Like if someone's telling you take this, whatever, like you should be figuring out why and
exactly.
and what it's going to help with. And
and do your research. Absolutely. That's the beauty of this, is that we have access to all the information that you could possibly want, and that if you want to know something about something, you just go and research it yourself and figure it out for yourself. And like that's living with a choice instead of just.
And we don't have just one choice when it comes to health and wellness anymore. We don't have to just go to the doctors that we've always gone to anymore. We can try different things. I've gone to holistic doctors who have medical degrees and went to medical school and got a residency, and they decided to do alternative medicine. I saw someone like that. I've seen an herbalist who, she just is kind of an expert. She studied Eastern medicine under somebody, learned a lot on her own, but I really trust and value her opinion, even though she doesn't have letters after her name. That's my personal choice. I pick up what she's putting down, and if you don't, that's okay.
Right.
But
exactly. And the way I see it is like, no one is a better expert in your own body than you yourself. Like, I am the expert of Bridget Arrington. I only know what is going to be best for me, and I have to figure that out and take that control over my life and choosing on what I want to try, what worked for me, what didn't, what I'll do again, and like what I'll continue to use. And the things that I will never stop using, number one, essential oils.
Yeah, true.
Love essential oils.
Frankincense I use all the time.
Yeah.
Lavender I use all the time.
Yeah, they're just
What are your go-to?
great.
Yeah.
Myrrh's my favorite, and frankincense, and digize, and panaway. Like those are the ones that physically work on my body. But I use them all. Like,
yeah, right.
Love essential oils. Love their supplements, and then this heavy metal detox. I'll tell you, I went. So I started it. I cleared up my face. I cleared up these rashes.
Same.
I started coming out with all this stuff. Yeah, and like purging. Started my kids on it. My kids' bags went away under their eyes. These black circles under their eyes started going away. They were both detoxing, getting better, and then I stopped it because I was like, okay, we're good. Like we're cleansed out, you know. And then all the stuff started coming back. My rash started coming back. My face started coming back again. And I was like, geez. So what do you mean?
I haven't tried stopping mine yet.
Well,
I guess don't.
Right, exactly. I was like, I'm getting it back. And so I got back on it. And that's when I was like, okay, this stuff really works. And I didn't even mention ASEA. I started ASEA 2 years ago. ASEA is a redox cell signaling supplement. It's a little bit confusing to understand, but basically you take this stuff and it optimizes the way your body works and operates. And I really see the difference with that stuff, not internally, but like in my workouts and in my practice, my yoga practice. My focus is like tunnel vision focus.
Oh, I love that.
And my like performance is like
you feel stronger.
Oh, I feel way stronger, way faster. I can move, like my body is light. So way I gauge it is like I watch my progress on my burpees. I do this class. It's a hot Pilates class, and you have to do like burpees in it. And when I first began, like I could only do 5 to 6 burpees in the 20 seconds because you do 20 seconds on a 10-second rest, right? Yeah. So I could only hit 5 or 6 burpees in between. I am at 12 burpees. That's doubling.
Holy shit.
I'm like, I swear to God. And that's
like a maniac.
And then my dad also is on ASEA. Whoa.
My bad.
My dad's also on ASEA, and his levels, like he will be so excited to show anyone. Like the doctor, she gave him all his labs,
blood work and
his
stuff.
Blood work, all of his levels. 2 years ago, they said he was like a risk for heart disease and like almost had a heart attack. And now he started ASEA 2 years later. His levels, they say perfect. You know what I mean? And he's in his 60s. He's an older man, and his levels are better than they've ever been. So ASEA is one of the things I started. I won't stop. I won't stop doing yoga. I will literally tell anyone to do yoga, please, for any reason. If you can. If you absolutely can, you should.
Everyone can.
Right. Everyone can.
If you have YouTube, you can. And if you're watching this, you're on YouTube. So that means you can.
It really, really changed my life. And me and a friend of mine.
Oh, this is awesome.
Yeah, me and a good friend of mine. So I inspired her to become a yoga teacher, and she became one. This was like a couple years ago. And like we became really good friends, connected immediately. And she's on fire for yoga too. And so me and her going to collaborate, and we created a retreat that we want to put on in August of 2024. So we're in the midst of creating that. There's a lot that goes in it. We're like first timers, so we're just learning right now. We're also Sardinia, Italy, on the beach, and it's gonna be freaking epic. So we're just getting a big space that has a yoga studio, a beach right in front, rooms. They got breakfast there. We'll get a chef to make dinner, and we'll just do.
How many people is it capped at?
It's not capped. That's the thing. Yeah, I know.
Wait, what if there's thousands of people?
Oh yeah, no. There's like there's like a cap, but it's like a high cap.
Yeah,
I think there's like we could fit 40 people if we got the whole place. It's all depends.
Around 40. Mm-hmm. So 40 slots for anyone watching. That's not that many in the grand scheme of things. Right. That's a high.
You're right.
Like that is.
Yeah, that's big.
I'm gonna be there. 39 spots.
Yeah, exactly. So. Yeah, I got a lot of people interested. To go, and we're just we'll have another couple of other yoga teachers there helping us. But basically, we'll have something every single day, but basically just a place where everyone can come and connect and have cool conversations. We'll do yoga together, and we'll eat together, and we'll go on excursions together, and just have 5 days to just cut from the matrix, from your life, to rest, relax, and reach your soul and connect with other people on that path. That's what I want to do, and that's what we're going to do. I've always dreamed about doing this. I have a friend, a good friend of mine named Jessica Glose. She trained me in everything I know, pretty much, and
yoga.
She runs the retreats. And I'm going with the one in Greece. She's going to teach me everything. That one's in April.
So you can study when you're there.
She can show us the back end of everything. And
that's sweet.
Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. This is life-changing.
That's big stuff.
Yeah,
that's
I'm really
big.
excited.
Can't wait to go.
You're coming.
Yeah, I can't wait.
You're coming, and you're coming. You.
You.
Yes.
Yeah, dude, this was awesome. I mean, I don't know if we're done yet, but I just love talking about the stuff that we're doing, dude. It's so powerful. And then my friend Dave, I was at his sister's house, and she got this rebounding machine. Do you have a trampoline here? A mini trampoline?
I do. Remember, I pulled it out the other day. I showed you a video. I was like, oh,
yeah. I did it once.
Okay, tell us about rebounding.
So rebounding is, it gets your lymphatic system moving. The lymph gets stuck in your lymph nodes, and when you're
what is it though?
What is what? Rebounding?
Yeah.
Oh, rebounding is when you jump on a trampoline and you get your body moving. And this rebounding machine, it was you stood on it and it like vibrated, made your booty shake, the whole line. And you stand on it for 10 minutes, and it gets the lymph in your lymph nodes and your lymphatic system, which is your immune system, moving throughout your body. Kind of just gets everything flowing. And honestly, you feel great after. In the middle of it, I started sweating, and I was like, at that point, I was like, this is doing something,
exactly,
you know? And then, so I was like, then it was like a game. Like, I need to stay on it for 5 more minutes.
Right.
In front of this group of people.
Isn't it funny, like how this synchronicity type of thing works? Because I'd never heard of anyone doing that before. Mm-hmm. One of my friends from Colorado sent me a video of that Barbara lady.
O'Neill.
Barbara O'Neill. Yeah, her explaining that rebounding thing, and she was like, I got my son's trampoline out here. I've been doing it every morning. I was like, I'm about to pull Shay's out. So I got Shay's trampoline, and we were doing it, and then you started talking about it.
Yeah,
it's just weird. Right? Yes, it's cool how it just everything relates and connects back to each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's just like, that's a pretty simple thing to add into your regimen, you know?
Okay, yeah.
Another simple thing that I do is I turn the shower on really cold right before I get out and let it hit my chest for like 2 minutes, and then I let it hit my back.
Right.
And pretty much do it until the hair on my
until you
bodies.
Can't breathe.
Yes. Yeah. And I'm like,
it's like shocking your system. Yeah.
Like breathing heavy, and then you get out and you feel like you're ready to go.
Right.
And there's probably a lot of science behind that.
Definitely is.
A lot more than I can probably provide you right now. But again, like, do your own research. That's just something that makes you feel good.
I was gonna say, and it's the feeling. So if you don't believe us, go try it, right? Because you could always just try it, and it's something that, like, yes, you could probably explain with science and all the facts and stuff, but it's like, this is a spiritual thing. You have to feel it. Like, I know that feeling of the cold shower, and there's something liberating about that when you get out. Like, it's like, wow, I can do anything. It's that spiritual feeling. You can't really explain it, but it just makes you feel good. It definitely does something for your body. So that's something cool.
Yeah. They also say to brush your teeth with your left hand. So it helps your brain. I've never done that. Well, I mean, I actually tried it this morning, but I didn't like it.
No, well, that's because you're not used to it.
It's really hard.
Didn't they say, like, you're creating new neural pathways, right?
Yeah.
Like new
by
doing that or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
Yeah.
And then I'll get back to you guys on how proficient I am.
Yeah.
Probably not that much, but we'll see.
Yeah. So yeah, this was great. I mean, I hope that we inspire somebody to make little tiny changes, because that's how it happens.
Yeah.
You guys
I couldn't do it all at once.
Heck no. You know what happens when we make these big grandiose goals that we're like, we're gonna start doing it. Like, this is what happens at my yoga studio. Whole life. Yeah, this is what happens at my yoga studio. Like, literally, people will sign up January 1st. You got everyone. Floods of people coming in, and they're gonna do it, and then by March, like all those people just fell off because they're making such a great big goal that it's like not obtainable to reach. You have to do little by little by little steps. And that's what we're doing here. And we want to do it with you. We want to help you do it. I need your help. We need each other's help.
Yeah. And it's cool finding people in real, like in your life who is also interested in this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you honestly start finding people that you didn't know was interested in like holistic health, healing, wellness, 5D health, whatever it is. But I just like in conversation now, I end up having more of these conversations because I didn't even know these people were into it.
Exactly.
You know, like cousins and random people.
And nothing gets me more excited than these kind of conversations. Like,
I know.
And it makes me sad when I can't have these conversations with other people.
Like, that's tough too.
Just like walking.
Well, there's just some, you gotta know your audience, and that's another thing. It's like they didn't make Roman one night.
The Roman Empire.
They didn't do it like that.
Y'all saw that TikTok.
How often do you think of Rome?
Yeah, and guess what? Often. Often. I really do think of it often. Somebody asked me that. My friend Maggie.
I don't that much.
She goes, "Really, you do?" She was like, "It was for the guys," and I'm like,
what's the context?
Well, because
that you're thinking
Rome
about?
Is still here. I think, like, I really think it's still based on that system.
Yeah,
like,
I do too.
The empire is still.
You're
here.
Right, dude. The Vatican. I think about that.
Yes.
I think about the Colosseum. I think about the medieval times a lot, like, dueling.
Yes. No, I just think the Roman Empire is still implemented in our society, like it's just
ingrained in our brain.
It's covered.
Oh, what if it's programmed? Up. It's like anciently programmed into our psyches.
Yeah, I don't want to get into the deep conspiracy about it right now. But like,
next week, maybe.
I was gonna say, but y'all know what happened with Hawaii recently, right?
What?
The fires.
Oh.
Yeah, like burning down Hawaii.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know, dude. I know.
I'm sure they were like begging for their.
I'm back.
I'm back. I don't know. I think they were like begging for their land for a long time, and the people that lived in Hawaii were
they didn't want to give it up, dude. That happens all the time. Where like you hear stories, and they're like they offered them $50 million to leave their house. They don't want to leave their house. They don't care about the money.
Exactly.
And then, then they make it. Whoever
we don't know,
they make
but
it
like
happen.
Something happens, and then they're forced out, and it's like, is that the Roman Empire? Those are the things that go on here, but who knows? We don't know. That's the thing.
And that was just random and weird.
Yeah, it was.
Well, because I don't know. I thought Hawaii was like a jungle and like really humid. So I don't know, but same with Canada.
Right, that was weird.
So that was weird too, and that affected like our whole summer around here. Like I didn't want to go outside at some points, like in the beginning. That was the whole beginning of the summer.
Well, they told us not to, remember? Because it was like really
I mean, and my own. Yeah, remember Shay's soccer game? I was here and it got canceled because we like went outside and we were like, it stunk like bonfire.
Yeah, the fires are crazy. The world is going crazy, but we're going to be here together, and we're going to get through it together. That's how we do it. We have to unite and become one like we are. And yeah.
And staying strong and, I don't know, together.
Being
collectively
open
strong.
And authentic, which we were talking about.
Yeah, and we talked about that earlier. Being the most you that you can be. Trumps all.
Trump. Yes, but for real, just like being yourself and like doing this kind of thing. This is great.
Yeah,
I love it.
I know.
We're gonna do it again.
Well, we'll do it next week.
All right.
Yeah, I want to make this a regular thing. If anyone got through this whole episode, if you have any questions about anything that we talked about, or if you do any of the things that we talked about, or if you're interested in like rebounding, myofascial release, yoga, supplements, anything about anything, let us know. We're down to talk about it, even aliens or whatever.
Anything.
Yeah.
Down. Let's talk about it. If you want to be on our channel and we can StreamYard you in anytime, reach out. That'd be sweet.
Yeah. If there's anyone interested to add it in your 2 cents, reach out. All right. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thanks, guys. Catch you next week. Peace.